there is not a moment in your life when you are without purpose. Whether you are feeding the poor, baking a cake for a friend, caring for a loved one, pulling weeds, watching television, or taking a nap, you are sending ripples of energy out into the universe. You are either doing something that uplifts and nurtures your body, mind, or soul, or you are creating contrast that will cause you to want better. When one looks out across a lake and sees the mirrored reflection in stillness, it is very simple to understand what the image is reflecting upon the lake. This is much like your experience in seeing reflections in relationship. When you become still, you allow everything to settle down: the fears, the wants, the anxieties, the needs, the noise, the chaos around you. And you step away from them and allow your soul to find this place of peace where it can regain its foothold in absolute stillness. It is not so difficult to know what is next in your life. Nothing in the universe is ever wasted. Your kitchen scraps become compost in the landfills, or, for some of you, in your backyard garden. The trees that die in the forest support new life. The trash humanity has dumped into the oceans is inspiring waves of souls to come to Earth with cleanup and conservation as their life path. The hate, war, conflict, and trafficking are triggering millions of beautiful souls to crave and pray for peace, kindness, and protection of the young. Love, dear ones, is a force that grows eternally. It expands. It cannot be stopped. As so many of you know, there is no darkness in the world that can extinguish the light, but a single, tiny candle can illuminate the dark. Every kind word or deed is such a candle. Every self-loving act is a candle. Every moment when you pause, take a breath, and refuse to react in anger creates greater light. Every nap you take calms the mind and sends ripples from your soul out into the physical universe. Even if you're crying in grief or shouting in anger, the underlying, powerful desire for connection and peace emanates from you. It is this stillness we are imparting to you as a teaching. For you to embrace it as an essential part of your nature and living, in order to do what you have most profoundly come here to do. In the chaos of your world, so much wisdom is lost, ignored, unseen, just as this channel has noticed in nature. There are often times where she sees something beautiful: a hummingbird, a whale, a tiny bud, a butterfly, and others pass it by, do not even notice. It is there for the expression of beauty, for the taking in through the eyes, so you can be touched, nurtured, and inspired. And this is the same in your world amongst people. Oftentimes amongst those around you is one with a quiet nature who goes unseen, who has more depth of character or perception, deeper knowledge, wisdom that is waiting to be shared. And yet it is not available for them to share it, or they may feel it is not appropriate in the setting, in that time to speak. Because such wisdom requires a place to be reserved for it to be heard and understood. There is not a moment in your life when you are without purpose, for your primary purpose on earth is to seek, see, and find ways to express love. That isn't what you were taught. You were taught your purpose was to produce something, to do something, to earn something, to share something. And while these acts do have purpose, the love beneath them is the true purpose. You could be a heavy metal player in a rock and roll band and share more love than someone who volunteers with arrogance and upset. You could be an atheist with a loving, compassionate heart who spends their life being kind and generating more love than one who professes faith, but spends their time belittling others. Dear ones, while everything does indeed have purpose, you are living a more purposeful life when you seek to create more love in the moment. Can you love yourself when you are too tired to do anything and need some rest? Can you love yourself even if you aren't producing a thing? Can you allow yourself joy without guilt, knowing joy is a very high vibration with a powerful ripple in the cosmic pond? It is indeed like your Bible says, pearls being cast before swine who do not appreciate what they are. And so, cultivating within your own lives the practice of stillness, of quiet, of simple rest without a busy mind, without the intake of many inputs, will allow that respectful space to be created within your life, within you, within your presence, to receive so much more that you are aching for. You will not need to go to others so much for their assistance, because the truth will settle in that space and present itself to you. And you will know what is wise for you to know, to be, to do. And you may be gifted with someone to share that with. Truly is a gift to be able to share such pearls of wisdom that are in fact only available to you because of the long and winding path you have taken, where you have persisted. Where you have learned to receive them and have embodied them with your presence, your recognition and receptivity in the body. They seep into your soul, are carried in your cells, and from that place are spoken with the power of truth. This is what is available to you as teachers, so do not make your lives busy. Do not trespass your own needs. Create a life that is conducive to this kind of transmission of wisdom in the form it can be embodied, but that is far greater than book knowledge. Natural guilt arises when you stray from your loving self. Programmed guilt can arise when you aren't doing something you think you should be doing. Ask yourself when you feel guilt, am I doing something to care for, uplift, or assist myself or another? Am I adding joy, peace, or goodness to my life or the lives of others? If you are acting or resting in love, dear ones, guilt is only an old habit and has no true place in your heart. Your purpose is far easier than you make it. Love. Look for opportunities to bring a little more joy, love, peace, and kindness into your life and into the lives of others. If you enjoy the aroma, inhale the scent of your freshly brewed coffee, revel in the joy of it, and in so doing, you emanate love and appreciation to the hundreds of hands and hearts that brought it to you. If you like music, put on a song you enjoy. Let it lighten your heart, enliven your body, uplift you, and then send a good wish to those you love, whether that's one dear pet or the whole wide world. And when you are among people, be kind. Share a compliment. Listen a little more deeply. Look into the eyes of those you are with. It does not matter if previous masters have written of these things in your books of knowledge. If you do not know it in your bones and in your experience, it is not the same. You may even conceive that you understand it, and yet when you have embodied it as felt wisdom of truth, and knowing it cannot be separated from you or forgotten, it is part of your lived experience. That is what embodied wisdom is. May you find your way to exhibit this in what you do. This is an up-leveling we are asking you to reach to, for your own blessing, benefit, and opening of your gifts in this particular time of your life. I leave my blessing with you all to sit in the silence to enjoy the blessed gifts of that stillness.